$3.59 a gallon. That is a bargain here down in the state of Illinois. And McDonald's down here in the very southern part of the state serves biscuits and gravy, and they still have $1 Cokes. Greetings, friends. Welcome back to Mike Allen from Chicagoland. Today I'm broadcasting from way downstate Illinois in the town of Harrisburg. Got in late last night and thought I would take this Labor Day weekend to film some content in an area that I've driven around, well, not so much driven around, but driven through many times on my way to Florida. Stopped in Carbondale a couple of times, but never really got out and explored this section of the state. We're almost into Kentucky and Missouri, and there's a lot of things to see around here, and I wanted to profile that. So hopefully you'll enjoy this content for the next couple weeks and come along with me. Let's get started. For this first video, I'm going to be profiling the Garden of the Gods, which is a park and recreation area, a bunch of hiking trails through a lot of rock formations and the river bluffs of this region. I first learned about this place when I was a kid while flipping through one of those travel magazines about Illinois. And of course there was a lot of information about the city of Chicago and its surrounding suburbs, but quite a bit of information about this area too, the Shawnee National Forest, and just basically a lot of outdoor things you could do around here. And I was kind of blown away that such beautiful rock formations actually existed in the state of Illinois. You know, I thought it was basically just Chicago and then cornfields. So this is a place I've wanted to visit for a very long time, and I can't wait to share it with everybody on YouTube. So for this video, I'll be taking the observation trail, and if there's time, I might stop and do the Indian Point Trail too. We'll see. I wish this video could capture how absolutely peaceful it is out here. There isn't a big town for probably about 20 miles in either direction. Now, Camel Rock is what I wanted to check out. This was the rock formation I saw in those travel magazines when I was a kid, and it's going to be very exciting to get to see it in person. Here's a map of the Garden of the Gods observation trail. I'm going to try to hit up as many of these points as we can along the way. There's some more information about the observation trail. 1/4 mile long, take about 45 minutes. And watch your footing near the steep bluffs. I'll be sure to do that. Thought this was fascinating here about how this area used to be a ancient sea. Get a little bit closer look here. Not even a minute into the walk and I'm already seeing these rock formations just sticking out of the forest here. There's the road that gets you up to the parking area. They have a park bench right here so that you can get an excellent view of the rock. People sitting up there already early this morning. If you didn't know any better, you'd think this was, like West Virginia or someplace in Appalachia. Just kind of looking off in the distance at the river bluffs here. I know they're not as tall as the mountains, but it's amazing that a place like this exists in Illinois. It's a better look of Camel Rock. Where those two gentlemen are right there is where I was just a few minutes ago. Get a view of the land here. Here's some information about Devil's Smokestack and how this strange pillar of rock formed. And there it is right there. There's a closer look at Devil's Smokestack right next to Camel Rock. Okay, finally making my way up to the top of Camel Rock. Finally made it to the top of Camel Rock. I don't think I've had this much of a workout for a video since my dinosaur track hunting in Texas. There's the Devil's Smokestack from this vantage point. Try and get the panoramic view. Definitely a long way down. I could see why they have warning signs posted all over this trail. Some information about why these rocks up here look the way they do. Amazing. This was all once underwater. Haven't run into any snakes yet, slithering through these crevices, but definitely gotta still be on the lookout. Well, that was amazing to finally see in person. So I'm gonna hop back into my car here and go check out the Indian Point Trail. Let's get that air conditioner on full blast. It's supposed to be in the 90s today. The trailhead for Indian Point now. And if you look on the map, there are tons of trails and hiking opportunities in this national forest. I actually just talked to a couple who they're getting ready to do a 6-mile hike. I'm in no shape and completely unprepared to do something like that today, so I'm just sticking to the smaller hikes, but just know there are tons of opportunities and tons of trails to walk on here. Encountered a bit of swamp here along the Indian Point Trail. Now the Indian Point Trail is 1.7 miles. Not too bad of a hike. Looking forward to seeing what it has to offer. Trail is definitely narrower here. Glad they got the trail marked here because it's kind of tough to see if you're not looking hard enough, but I think this is as good a place as any to end this video. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the Garden of the Gods recreation area inside the Shawnee National Forest. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like and subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it. Can also help me out in other ways to help grow the channel. I'll put links down in the description below. Anyways, this is Mike Allen from Chicagoland, signing off from the Shawnee National Forest and the Garden of the Gods. I'll be back next Friday with another video in this great land of Southern Illinois. But until that time, don't you go changing. And I just had to show this one last rock formation. Amazing. And it looks like somebody used this area as a camping site. It's a great spot to protect yourself from the weather. Unless, of course, there was a bear sitting in there.